You're never quite sure. You're fluctuating between two sizes. Buy both. It's easy to return.
Other than having your colors done, do you have any tips for women on getting comfortable with color and finding colors that look good on them?
It's cut me in half and I've shrunk it side to side. So a cross for casual days is a really, really great thing to have.
Welcome to Ageless with Jane McGarry, where we celebrate vibrant health, self-care, timeless style, and finding purpose at every age. Because around here, age truly is just a number. Chances are you have seen me wear these earrings or maybe this bracelet. I love me some accessories. I honestly think that styling can make so much difference in how we feel about how we look, looking vibrant, looking modern, looking ageless. So I've asked someone who is a dear friend who I think the world of, and also she has the best tips on earth for midlife and beyond and even younger dressing. So welcome Carla Rockmore from the famous closet.
Oh, goodness, James. What an entrance there. What an intro. Thank you so much for all that. And the pressure on top of it.
I love the fact that you joined us from the closet. I have been in the closet with Carla. It's an experience.
Yeah.
So look, I just want to real briefly, for women who are watching, who are listening, and they're like 50, 55, 60, and you can kind of get into the doldrums or whatever. How much difference do you think style remaining modern and fresh make in what I call ageless, which is enjoying your life as long as you live?
Yes, I believe it plays a huge integral part of our growing into ourselves as we, blossom into the next chapter of our lives. I really do. I think firstly we can accept as much as we can get in terms of a little boost or a little more pep in our step right now. But I don't know, it's like you hit a certain age and all of a sudden you become slightly more invisible according to the rest of the world. And I think this is the time for us to really shine and step up. And if clothing can help us feel better and feel more interested in what else is going on, I say go for it.
And one of the things I love that you talk about is not trying to copy someone else, but your signature is sitting well in your skin.
Yes.
Talk about that for a minute.
Yes. It's actually, I stole it from the French. It's a French term, and it goes, elle est très bien dans sa peau, which means she sits well in her skin. And, the French women, they grow into beauties without much plastic surgery, and there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery, girl. You need a little nip and tuck, you go for it, whatever makes.
But it's expensive, among other things.
Well, that's it. And it's not necessary. I mean, you do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. But if you sit well in your skin, over and above your jeans, you're going to look better because you're going to project to everybody else your confidence. And there's nothing more beautiful than confidence. And you can gain or you can tweak or you can add a tiny bit more confidence through your clothing and your accessories.
What are tips like if a woman is considering adding some pieces to her wardrobe? She's who you said. She has that black sweater and a black skirt and a black dress. And she says, I need to keep wearing this because I don't want to spend a whole ton of money on new pieces, but I want to add a few things that will sparkle. Are there specific things you would add? And where do you go buy these things? People always ask me, where do you get all your jewelry? And I'm like, all over the place.
Right.
Where I see it.
I would absolutely look to a statement color coat because it doesn't have to be a heavy, quilted down thing. But it should be color.
A statement color coat. Okay, so if you're looking at your closet and you have all these boring things, talk about a statement color coat. How do you figure out the color? How do you figure out the style? Why a statement color coat?
I mean, look, Jane, I am not trying to give you a shameless plug here, but may I use one of my coats as
Yes.
an explanation, a little demo, so if I may say so.
Honey,
So,
you're the proof is in the pudding with you. I'm not worried about you trying to sell us stuff. I want to look like you.
oh well, thank you, Lovey. You know, it takes a village. But let me just say, as a Canadian, I do come by this honestly. The coat was the look from head to toe. You could be in PJs underneath,
Mm-hmm.
but you learn early on that a coat, whether it be something lightweight or whether it be something a little heavier, depending on where you are in the world, if it's a knee length or lower, okay, this one happens. This is my wool coat here. Okay,
That's beautiful.
it's in a delicious orchid color, but there are a couple of reasons why I love it so much. Primarily, it has a lot of room in it. So if you have your black sweater or your
Mm-hmm.
ivory thick cable knit at home, you want something with color that you can easily and quickly slip your arms through that don't restrict you in any way when you're running around. You also want to look to something that is a little bit unstructured, maybe
Mm-hmm.
unlined, like this one. This is a very lightweight topper. It's not so much a coat as it mimics a cardigan, is great for southern winters. But
And it finishes your outfit.
it finishes your outfit. It's that layering piece. And I bet you that a lot of us ladies, when we look in our closet, we've got a black cardigan or a cream or an oatmeal cardigan.
And we know we've got a black dress.
That's it. So if you put a fuchsia or a tomato red or an electric blue topper over top your pieces that are a little tired, it's function and it's fashion. And it comes with built-in blush, so to speak. As we age, we got to let go of the beige, ladies.
As you know, I am on board with everything you are saying. And during the break, I have a tomato red coat that I'm going to pull out and put in here. But let me tell you something. I had to look long and hard for a tomato red coat because the coats are all black, brown, and beige. So, Carla, how do we go about solving that?
Well, there are boutique shopping rather than big box stores will invest in smaller buys. So they are more prone to playing with interesting European or smaller American designers. Go to your local strip mall, go to your local shops. And I bet you if it takes a little work. Everything takes a little work, but there are certain stores that will have them around. Also, dare I say it, go to contemporary shops you may not have thought have anything for you. Like H&M or Zara.
Zara's wonderful, right?
Phenomenal resources for very good prices, and they turn so quickly. One thing I do have to give a little tip to when it comes to Zara shopping, because it can be a nightmare in the store. Don't do it. Go online.
Everything I have from Zara is online.
Yep. Online, girl.
Yeah.
And then, their sizes can be a little odd. You're never quite sure. You're fluctuating between two sizes. Buy both. It's easy to return.
I've done this.
Right?
I've totally done this. I bought a small and a medium, and I'm like, whichever one doesn't fit is going back.
No
That's
question.
that's great. Hey, before the coats, those are your coats, right? Not as
Yes,
in you
those-
own them, but as in they're your style.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yes.
mean,
They're all on carlarockmore.com. They're really fantastic investments. And I must say, I do get a lot of DMs from a lot of ladies, and the coats are very popular because they're so light, because they're so travel friendly, and because they're so transitional. This isn't your winter coat. It's not going to keep you warm in 30 degrees. Forget it. But it's your fall coat and it's your spring coat. And if you get it in a color, you're going to be surprised at how many compliments you get. Really, it's a great coat.
my red coat that I have every time I wear it, women say to me, "Where did you get that coat? Where
Yeah.
did you get that coat?" Every single time I wear it.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I'm going to give folks, and it'll be in the show notes, Carla has been sweet enough to give us a discount code. So if you want to go a little shopping on carlarockmore.com, we have a discount code.
Yeah.
The coat, the beautiful colors of coats. I love color. I have a hot pink sofa. What can I say?
Exactly.
How does a woman, I had my colors done when
Okay.
I was ages ago, but you know what? It was the best $350 or whatever it was I've ever spent in my life, because they really are my colors. But how do you go about, other than having your colors done, do you have any tips for women on getting comfortable with color and
Yeah.
finding colors that look good on them? Sometimes once you get into the groove,
Yeah.
I know
Right.
what works and what doesn't,
Right.
but any tips on that?
Well, you know what the easiest and least expensive way to do it is? You go to CVS or Walmart. You buy yourself 2 pink lipsticks or 2 lipsticks. If it's just for test, ladies. Even if you don't wear pink or red lips, which I do encourage you to do, because it's time to play with color on your face. Buy one. I'm just going to pick out red, okay? Buy one
Right?
orange red lipstick, and buy one exactly, and buy one blue red lipstick. And you can literally take both those lipsticks home. You put them on and you see how you feel. You and don't do them the same day, because you've stained your lips, and then no, don't do that. Just one day, wear that orange red out. Wear it with your, navy blue, please, ladies, rather than black sweater. Okay. And go out through your day and keep looking at yourself in the mirror here and there as in the ladies' room, whatever. Go out to the stores and then do it the next day with the blue red, same sweater. You will naturally get one or two either compliments or just a look at yourself in the mirror against different light and say, wow, that looks great. Or, oh God, it looks like I need a nap. And then if you need this sort of warmer orange colors or cooler blue colors.
Okay. I want to talk about basics, how to pick basics, because you said something a minute ago that reminded me of something when you said, please, ladies, navy, not black. We'll be right back. If you're watching or listening to this podcast, you may be about my age, and that might mean that you haven't taken really good care of your teeth all your life. When we were growing up, they didn't tell us to brush our gums and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of us have been left with problems with our teeth. I want to encourage you now, at the beginning of 2026, to call Mint Dentistry and get your teeth checked. Just go in, let them take the x-rays, let them look at your teeth, let them make recommendations. They have excellent dentists. They use cutting-edge technology. I've been a client for probably 10 years now, and I'm extremely happy. Mint is a sponsor of this podcast. They help make this possible. So give Mint a call today. Mint is our friend. Call them, make an appointment, and please tell them that Jane sent you. I told you I had a beautiful red coat. And it's actually kind of cool in my house. So I think I just may keep it on for a while.
Looks
So
so comfy.
thank you. This is the coat I constantly get compliments on, and it's
Or-
my color of red. It's
Yeah,
roomy, like you said, so I can just throw it over anything.
yeah.
So other than colors, like I said, when you said, ladies, please, navy instead of black.
Oh, yes.
Go there, Carla.
Well, now you've got your color palette, so to speak. Now you've got to ground it in your basics, right? And your basics are black, navy, chocolate brown, maybe a little bit of eggplant, maybe a little bit of charcoal gray, these grounding colors, right? Um, but because they're grounding, sometimes they can be draining. You want that color or that metal, whether it be a piece of jewelry or glasses or whatever, next to your face. But the most difficult one to wear is the one that we've been wearing since the 80s, head to
Yep.
toe, black. Now, I have never.
That's gonna come as a shock to a lot of women. They're
Right?
like, "Oh my gosh, I've got all this black. Why is it so difficult to wear?"
Well, it's just a natural progression. As we age, we lose that plumpness, we lose a little bit of that glow, a little bit of that dewy youth, unfortunately. And we maybe get a little dry patch here or there, maybe some gray hairs. And black does not help the situation. Black sucks up. It sucks everything away. It's like a black hole. Now, not for some. For some, you can wear it going, forward. If you're very, very dark or very, very light skinned, you can wear black till the cows come home and look gorgeous. But for most of us, you
I'm
need
not very, very dark or very,
or
very
very, very
light.
right. And
I'm like a lot of people, just kind of
in the
medium.
right. And so, navy and
Mhm.
chocolate brown are beautiful alternatives to black for women. Um, if you've got navy close to your face, that
Mhm.
tiny bit of color, even though it is slight compared to black, blue is just slightly different, will liven your skin up rather than drain you.
So if you're like every woman out there who has a wardrobe of basic blacks, how can you start if you're going to buy a piece here or a piece there? How do you suggest starting to incorporate some of those navies and chocolate browns or whatever?
Well,
Um, I'm gonna throw one out here. A navy sweater is a great
right,
place to start, or a navy jacket, because you can wear navy with black. It's
right.
beautiful. Black on the bottom, away from your face, and
Delicious,
throw on navy on the top.
delicious.
Agree?
Love, love, love. Another easy thing, for sure, a top. You've got to start with a top, whether it be a t-shirt, a sweater, or a shirt, because you got to deal with your face. It's your face that you need to compliment, not your
Right.
shoes. So start with your top, 100%. And if you don't want to invest in even a top, buy a scarf. A scarf is a great way to add a little bit of softness to black. There are many times where I'm, running from place to place. I'm at the airport. I've got my black sweater on that I wear in the airport all the time. But I will carry a navy or a leopard or
Mhm.
maybe something with burgundy scarf that breaks up the black next to my face. And it's less expensive than investing in a garment. For the most part, you can find it. Um, until you're ready to say, okay, now I'm ready to give up my black sweater and switch it out for my chocolate brown sweater.
Another thing women have a lot of problems with that I know I have seen your bags.
Yeah.
Bags can be really difficult. I mean, I have the hardest time finding a bag I like. I try one, and I was like, no, that doesn't exactly work.
Right.
Talk about why your bags work, and I don't know if you have one handy or not that you could show.
I have a bunch of bags that are handy. Here's a really great tip when it comes to bags. Consider what you're wearing in your outfit because bags can compete. And if you're wearing something a little more elevated, you want to look a little fancier, choose a bag that sits away from your body and doesn't compete with your outfit. If you wear a shoulder bag and a nice looking dress, the shoulder bag is going to hang right down next to that dress and somewhat compete. It'll drag a bit of shoulder down. You'll look a little off kilter. It'll make your hip look wider because you're adding it right in that spot. A shoulder bag looks sensational with a pair of denims and a white button down shirt. If
Mhm.
70s, that's where a shoulder bag should sit. Okay. Whereas a clutch or a top handle, something that sits away a little bit, will just be a little accoutrement, like a little side hustle, right? A crossbody, on the other hand, adds a lot of value to a look because here, I've got mine here. I designed this for two reasons. First of all, it's huge, so it carries everything in during the day, but it's also crossbody. So all of a sudden, when I wear it, I have created this diagonal line across.
Right.
It's not straight up and down. It's literally diagonal. So what has that done? It's cut me in half and I've shrunken side to side, right? So a crossbody
Mhm.
for casual days is a really, really great thing to have. I would always say, get a crossbody, ladies. Get some sort of clutch or top handle bag. Shoulder bag is negligible. Negligible.
I love that. How many colors does that come in?
Oh, goodness. We've got a we've got a few. We've got
No, I'm serious because I know women watching are gonna be like, "That's a really cute bag. Where can I
So
get" That's
this is the OG of bags. I have women who swear by Vuitton and Gucci, and they get one of these, and they're like, "I am done. This is the bag." I've got it in a mini size for those of us who want something a little more. I take these
that's cute. I
travel
love that.
all day long. And I've got them in the larger one, which just looks super cool. But more importantly, they're in a faux leather. So you can throw them on the floor, God forbid, in a bathroom if you have to, and wipe them down. They are
Those
indispensable.
are adorable.
Yeah, and
Those
they're completely zippered up. You can't get pickpocketed. There's an inside zipper for your wall, and there's also a detachable um little mini. So if you're running, and you're just going to the market and you don't want to carry a whole thing, there you go. But you can fit everything in the kitchen sink in this. It's fantastic.
We're going to be right back with Carla in just a minute. If you're watching or listening to this podcast and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my newsletter. I've got a link in the show notes. I send out a newsletter every week. If you're a part of the Ageless community, you get the first invitation to girls' trips that we take. Also, we have special workshops where I have some of my experts, hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff. And we talk about relationships, just all kinds of good things. The most fun is that you get to meet new friends, other women just like us. So it's real easy. It's free. All you have to do, I just want you to be a part of our Ageless community. Just subscribe. The link is in the show notes. Carla has one more treat she wants to show us. Carla, what have you got?
I do. So actually I have two more I want to show
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I'll show you the first one. The first one is my faux leather dress. And I designed this because I had something similar and it was threadbare by the time I was done with it. Primarily because it's so chic in its simple caftan form, and it's also so forgiving. Anyone can wear it.
Can I tell you what I love about the cut of that dress? I'm at a point in my life where my silhouette from the back is not the most flattering.
Yep.
And I think it just happens with women. That gives you some
This
gathering in the front for a little bit of femininity, but freedom in the back.
Freedom in the back. You can have that extra Christmas cookie. And the placement of the drawstring is super important because it's not at your waistline. It's not
No.
your empire. And a lot of women, some of us don't have waists anymore.
I don't look good in a regular waistline. It doesn't. I am too short waisted and full breasted. I look
right.
It's not good.
Whereas just under your breast
yeah.
here is
that's a much more flattering cut.
Much more flattering. And it's got pockets. It's got a beautiful V, which shows off a décolleté or maybe a necklace. And then let's say you want something a little more fitted. All you do is you take these drawstring cords right here and you tie them around the back.
Well,
and you've got a completely different dress.
Look at you.
Right? All of a sudden,
I'll be wearing the first version, but that is adorable.
Right? I mean, let me give you a little tip here. If you do a boot, like a riding boot, in a similar color to the dress, I've got it in this beautiful aubergine, but also in this delicious bitter chocolate brown.
Oh, pretty.
Right. And you wear a boot that doesn't sort of break up your leg right here. You're going to be able to wear it tied up if you like, because it's up top. It's not at your waistline. It's kind of like, right. So I like to design things that are very useful for us because we can get a little crazy when things are not useful anymore.
That's what I love about you, Carla. Okay. Right. You said you had one more thing you want to show me?
Because I was going nuts trying to find a tote. I'm a working woman and I cannot stand not being able to find a tote without all the partitions I need.
Exactly.
So I made this tote bag and it comes with everything you need. First of all, it comes in exuberant colors or classic colors. So there's black, there's whatever you want. Then inside the tote, it's a double duty. You get a mini sling. So like, this is your work bag and you're on your 4-day trip. And then you're like,
that's genius.
Yeah. You get to your hotel and you're like, geez, I forgot a handbag because I have got this thing. Well, no, you didn't, because you've got this fantastic crossbody sling bag that looks so cute on, a Saturday night if you need to. You can also do it short like this, and then the inside of this baby is what's really impressive. You've got a sleeve for your luggage, right? You've got a computer sleeve, a book sleeve. You've got a water bottle holder in here, an elastic one. You've got 2 smaller pockets for your phone and your accessories.
Oh, that's so wonderful because everything isn't just all rolling around.
Right. And then in the center you have for your makeup case, whatever. I mean, that's
adorable. How many colors does that come in? I'm all about the color. Always.
Yeah, at least 5 or 6. So they're all on the website. Emerald green and fire engine red and basics like black and this saffron is one of my favorite. And then we've got avocado, just some beautiful, beautiful colors.
That's great. I have a couple more questions and then I'm going to let you go. I appreciate all your time today. One thing that I mentioned is just that I have decided that freeing yourself from the constraints of dresses or whatever that are meant to cinch you in so you will be appealing to a man. I mean, if you want to wear that once in a while, that's okay. But I think there's a lot of confidence and
Yeah.
independence in being comfortable, not only in your skin, but also in your clothing.
Oh, yeah. I give every woman over 50 permission to buy the same pair of pants in 6 different colors and 72 combinations of fabrications, if they so suit you. And I have a bunch of those. I don't try and reinvent the wheel every season. I may pepper in a trend in something as inexpensive as I can find, just to give me a little freshness. But my basics are the same cuts of pants that I feel comfortable first and foremost, and I feel easy to incorporate into the types of clothes that I like to wear.
Anything we need to know about that's coming from you in 2026?
Oh, lordy. So I started working with QVC. I'm very, very excited. We've got every second month, starting in February, a Carla Rockmore collection drop of about 15 to 20 fresh pieces every month, all the way through to 2027, and designed by me. And there's all kinds of stuff in that collection. There's pants, there's sweaters, there's a whole travel collection. So if you're, doing a long road trip to visit your cousins, you'll feel comfortable and still look good when you get there.
So look for you on QVC.
QVC, Carla Rockmore collection, or you can go online right now and put it in the search bar.
And use our special discount code. Carla, thank you so much. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the just the always inspiration for women our age. I'm a little older than you, but our age in living life to its fullest at every single age.
100%.
Ageless.
100%. I do have to correct one thing.
Yes.
CarlaRockmore.com, which is my own website. That's where we've got the code. QVC, they would murder me if I gave you a code. I don't know how to do it.
CarlaRockmore.com is where the code is.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
Carla, thanks so much. Have a great 2026.
You too, Jane. It was a pleasure as always.
If you're a first-time listener or watcher, thanks for being with us today. If you're one of my regular viewers or listeners, thank you so much for being part of the Ageless with Jane community. I really appreciate it. Without you, none of this is possible. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you next week on Ageless with Jane.